guys, welcome to another episode of Sarah Meets the World. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. All those who have not done that yet, please do subscribe. Click the bell icon. This is going to be my fifth episode, and the person that I'm interviewing today is a very dear friend of mine. She's working as a treasury analyst in a company called Gesco in Canada. She's been living in Canada since a year now. She's a hardcore Pakistani but moved to Canada a year back. And it's very interesting to see people who are still new to the country, how are they surviving. So this is going to be a very interesting session with Rafia. Hi Rafia, how are you doing?
Hi Sarah, I'm good. How have you been? Seeing you after ages.
Yeah. Although it's been less than a year now, but it's great to see you, man.
Yes, finally कोई अपना नजर आ रहा है.
So I think it's almost been a year now, or close to a year that you've left Pakistan and you've moved to Canada. So just want to know that have you finally settled in, or there's still time to go?
I think I spent most of my life over there, so there's still a Pakistani in me, still someone who doesn't really I don't get the feeling of belongingness. But yes, I think from where I started, I've pretty much settled. So yeah.
So that's great, and you look very fresh. I still remember when you went there and you were missing everything about Pakistan. So now it's been a while. So what would you like to tell us the details? How was the journey like? How was the whole year? How many ups and downs? All about it.
All right. So I still don't know, what really motivated me to come here. It's just an opportunity that I worked really hard for. So I just wanted to see how it works for me. So far, it's been good. It's been a little scary considering that I moved here alone, and I've never been away from my family for so long.
Yeah.
But all in all, I think I'm pretty much getting used to it. And everyone tells me that the moment you decide to go back, that is when it hits you hard. Okay, that you don't want to stay there. You want to come back to a country that gives you so much independence, right?
So that's great to hear. So what have you been currently doing? Where are you working? Tell the viewers all about your professional experience in Canada.
All right. So although I landed in Canada last year, but that was when I was already working in a company in Pakistan. But I was one of the very lucky people who got the opportunity while I was in Pakistan. Not many people get the opportunity, and I believe, given the times, the distressful times that COVID has put us into, that was the only reason I took the opportunity, even though it meant starting from scratch. So you know that I've been working in treasury for over 5 years now, but I had to start my career from scratch. But so far I've been very positive about it. I am looking at my integration in the North American market. So I'm starting at a lower level in treasury, but pretty happy about it.
All right. And I heard you were into studies. You were trying to do some courses as well, some online courses or some degree maybe. What was
yes,
that?
so I'd strongly advise people who are planning to come to Canada that, since the life over here is pretty robotic. You have to be very much disciplined. Everything has to be done by you. So ideally, it's better that you do your certifications or whatever higher studies that you're planning from Pakistan. Because I think the only reason that I've been able to study, I'm doing my CTP, which is a Certified Treasury Professional Certification. And the only reason that I have found time to study is because I'm working from home, and I have the luxury to study from home as of now. So yeah, that's the only reason I'm pulling it off. But otherwise, I would like to advise people that it's better that you study from back home where you have support, right?
Okay. All right. So now that you're working from home, so is the COVID situation bad over there? How is it like?
The COVID situation, the numbers are still increasing because a lot of people still haven't decided to go for the vaccination. But I think people are now opening up to the idea of working in a hybrid model. So my office, what they've decided that I need to be there for at least 2 days in a week. So that has started only this month.
Mhm.
And I think generally the entire GTA is planning to open up from January. So again, it would be a hybrid model.
Okay, great. So wasn't the vaccine mandatory over there? How come there are still people left who have not been vaccinated yet?
So it's a personal choice. People just don't want to for the vaccination, but majority of the population here, they're vaccinated. And yes, just like any other country, if you have to visit any restaurant or you go to any other place, they require proof of vaccination, which is kind of putting pressure on people to now actually think about it. Yeah, I mean, it's the time is not far where it would be mandatory, because they're not talking along the lines of having a vaccination passport or something like that. So yeah, I see people kind of slowly and gradually accepting the idea of getting vaccinated.
Good to see that the COVID situation is better over there. I think worldwide it's getting better, so good for all of us. And luckily, we're back to our normal routine and normal life. Um, since it's been less than a year or almost a year, how is the overall country different from Pakistan? What are the major differences between the two countries? I'm sure there'll be a hell lot of differences, but you will be in a best position right now to comment on that how different these two countries are.
Yeah, obviously the life is pretty much different. You learn to be more independent here. You probably won't be able to afford too much of support that you have. I mean, with regards to cleaning, getting help on cleaning, or you actually have to pay for it, right? I mean, in Pakistan you don't have to worry for having to cook yourself meals, right? 3 meals in a day. So yes, I mean, I've never, I remember that in Pakistan, I had the luxury to go to office at 9:30, but here I actually reach office at 8, which practically means that I'm up at 7.
Oh my God,
And
that's so
yeah,
sounds so tough.
yeah, I mean, you just have to be mentally really strong. You once you make the decision that you kind of have to be mentally prepared for anything that comes along the way, something that you've not done in the past. So just be ready for it. I think the sooner you accept that I mean, life is not going to be the same as it was back home, and so I think the smoother would be the integration process.
What other differences are there? The extracurriculars apart from professional life. What are your activities over there?
So I see people are very much fitness conscious here. Almost everybody is going to the gym, or if they're not going to the gym, I either see people running, and be it winters. I mean, I still see people running in shorts and whatnot. I don't know how do they do it, but yeah, generally I see people really active. I live in a part of Canada where I find a lot of desi, so it's not very different in terms of food. I would say I don't miss food back home, unless
Really?
like ammi ka khana, obviously, yeah, khana, but otherwise, you get a halim, biryani, bun kebab, or I mean, name it, you just get everything here.
Oh wow.
So otherwise, people are very friendly. You get to meet people from different countries, different cultures. You just have to be adaptive, and I think you just have to be flexible. And yes, I see that people are very polite here, friendly here. So yeah, you just have to reciprocate that way.
So are you not struggling with food over there? Because mostly people are struggling with food. They miss the desi stuff and the street food of Pakistan.
Yes, no, I haven't been struggling because I mean, the days I want to eat biryani out, bun kebab out, I mean, I just have to go, just like how you guys do it on what you call Food Panda and other, I don't know, other apps that you have, right?
Yeah, we have so many now.
Yeah, so I mean, the food is just one click away, so that's not a problem.
So
No, so I wouldn't say
are those places being opened by the desi community over there? Are they making good desi food or home catering business or stuff like that?
Yeah, so there are a lot of Indians and Pakistanis here. So you'll see a mix of both. Even Sikhs, particularly in Brampton, yes, you'll see a lot of Sikh community here.
Oh, that's great. That's what I've heard from a lot of people from there. What else? What else do you miss about Pakistan then? I'm sure you'll be missing a lot of things.
I miss going to the beach a lot.
Oh
I
yeah.
miss I miss having the luxury to go to a salon. I mean, not that salons are not here, but then the cost is obviously you save a lot in Pakistan when you go to salons there. Other than that, I as I said that I do miss the feeling of belongingness because I still feel that I'm kind of new to this place. So yeah. And then Ammi ke haath ka khana. Yes, I do miss my mom's food and I miss my family.
Oh
Yeah, and
yeah.
my friends.
Oh yeah, we miss you too. All the time. All our get-togethers are like incomplete without you. And I still, especially, I miss you the most because we
Oh,
used to have so much fun together and we used to do all the craziness and crankiness. So I miss all of that. So I actually waiting
yeah.
for you
I
to
mean,
come back.
I rarely get to show my crazy side here because people are really different.
Yeah,
But
I think
then,
that
yeah,
that's
that's how it
important.
is.
It's
Yeah,
important to have to keep a balance, meet your kind of
yeah.
your like-minded people and stuff. Okay, so any message that you'd like to give to all those people who are planning to come to Canada? Because right now the demand is huge. People are everyone that I talk to, they're planning to move out to some country or the other, and Canada has been one of those popular places where people are planning to move like really quick, and they are willing to go through the entire lengthy process. They have no issues. They're willing to invest all their money in that. What do you have to say about to them, to all of those who are planning to come now?
Those who are planning to come, I mean, as I already mentioned, सबसे पहले तो जरूरी है कि आप अपनी certifications, जो भी education अपनी field को study करें, because I did that a lot, and I made sure that my CV was according to what the Canadian recruiters wanted to, I mean, wanted me they wanted me to basically change my the style of my resume, so I did that, and
Hmm.
आई मीन जितना अपने आप को सर्टिफिकेशंस आप ले सकते हैं एजुकेशन अपनी बढ़ा सकते हैं बिकॉज इट्स वेरी कंपेरेटिव हियर राइट इवन द एप्लीकेशन प्रोसेस दे पिक द cream right I mean
Yeah.
you can't make it to Canada until unless you have those credentials right
Hmm.
um so मुझे किसी ने एडवाइस नहीं दी थी पढ़ाई पूरी करके आए other than that just forget that I mean your life is going to be very different here आपको
Hmm.
comfort level वैसा नहीं मिलेगा family support obviously if your entire family is not coming with you then you wouldn't have much support right even with
Yeah.
friends the life is so busy here I remember in Pakistan I used to meet people almost every week
Yes.
people here they don't have time right I mean there's a lot to do you need to
Hmm.
clean over weekends you need to cook over weekends you need to do I mean basically you're just busy with your house chores and whatnot right
Hmm.
so life is going to be different just be prepared to be disciplined to
Hmm.
be I mean waking early in the morning sleeping early
Hmm.
in the night so
Hmm.
yeah just अपनी पुरानी जिंदगी भूल जाए
Okay. Or the positive messages that you like to tell them, that obviously there'll be a lot of independence, the quality of life will be better. What do you have to say on that? The extreme positive side of
I mean
migrating to Canada.
particularly for the females I think the culture is really good because I still remember after 8 it wouldn't be safe to go out I mean not that यहाँ पर नहीं है obviously यहाँ पे भी इस तरह के issues है but then I mean parents over there too would be reluctant to be sending you out so as a female
Hmm.
I think it's really important you feel that independence
Hmm.
you can go out without having the fear of your phone being stolen or or you being mugged or whatever right
Yeah.
so I think you get a lot of independence as a female यहाँ पे females के लिए culture बहुत अच्छा है values बहुत strong है you don't need to worry about anybody harassing you so you'll
Hmm.
always feel safe and protected here.
Hmm. That's great. That's a very important aspect that we need to consider while planning or moving abroad. And what are the weather conditions like? Because one of the biggest hindrances is the weather in Canada. People say it's so bad, you cannot survive in that during winters, you just cannot survive. And I've been hearing it from so many people. So what do you have to say about that since you have experienced it?
To be honest, मुझे भी डर लग रहा था, but I think it's a bit exaggerated. I came here, beginning of Feb, Feb, right? So जब यहाँ बहुत सर्दी होती है, Feb is usually a very tough month. बर्फ गिर रही होती है, and obviously अगर आपको commute करना हो तो it's crazy, right? क्योंकि आपको शुरू में गाड़ी भी नहीं मिल रही होती है and everything, you have to rely on buses for commute. So I think it's a bit exaggerated because if you know really what to do, like आप सर्दी का जैकेट लें, सही सर्दी के जैकेट में इन्वेस्ट करें, बूट्स सही से सही वाले लें. So I guess I mean you will be able to manage in the cold. And abhi October hai, it's the end of October, and the temperature is still around 13-14 degrees. To be honest, it just feels like how it is in December in Pakistan.
Not so bad,
it's just a couple of I think it's November, December, January I mean, even November is fine, but December up until Feb, थोड़ा tough होता है, but otherwise you love the summers here. It's so pleasant. Spring colors are so amazing. You love being in summers here, but I mean winters it's not too bad. It gets a bit depressing because आप घर में बैठे होते हैं, 6 बजे के बाद अंधेरा नजर होता है, but I mean it's part of the life here. You just have to deal with it.
So people can survive and all of those.
Yeah, I mean everybody's been doing it. So many people are moving here, and particularly from countries like India and Pakistan, जहाँ पे इतनी सर्दी नहीं होती जितनी Canada में. So it's all manageable. It's just that you need to have the right accessories.
Well, that's great. So it's not going to be so tough. Like the weather is manageable, and probably after a year or two, you were completely adjusted to it. So you get adjusted.
Yes, I mean the first winters are always hard. Commute अगर आप कर रहे हो office में, it's going to be challenging. But then yeah, offices थोड़े से relaxed होते हैं in terms of okay, storm आ रहा है, you can work from home. They're pretty very friendly and understanding people. So I don't think anybody would have too much of struggle dealing with winters.
Unlike Pakistan, where you have to go to the office no matter what, come hell or high water, you have to be in office at 9 sharp. So that's not the culture.
I mean, but you will definitely get a cultural shock here when you go to work because the different people from different cultures. I mean, there are people. I mean, generally Pakistan में आप आराम से मजाक मस्ती कर सकते हैं लोगों के साथ. No, उनको शायद बुरा ना लगे. But यहाँ पे you just have to be very careful with what you say. You have to be a bit of diplomatic here.
Oh my God. So it's like a workaholic environment completely, and no friendliness maybe, or people are just focusing on their
I mean,
work.
people are friendly, but it's just that you have to be, you just have to analyze how the work environment is, how would people feel around you if you say something, even if you're probably just joking around, but you just have to know, right? You just have to understand first how people are, and then probably say things. Yeah.
You have to be very careful initially.
Yes.
Any other key message for the younger generation, for the Gen Z who are planning to study from Canada, planning to leave Pakistan and?
I think I've so far enjoyed my time in Canada. I know the struggle is there, but you get used to it. And I think it's really important to build a connection, your network here. You need to have your friends, and you'll find a way to, finding new friends. So I think that's really important because if you're just on your own, you're alone. It gets depressing. So you just have to find the right network, the right people around you, and I think you'll be fine. And very soon, if you have your family here, it's even better. You wouldn't want to go back to Pakistan.
Oh, of course, nothing like it. If you have your friends and family abroad. Yeah. That's great. Thank you so much for your lovely time and the lovely discussion we had. Okay, now we are gonna have a quick rapid fire round. I hope you know how a rapid fire round works. So I'm just gonna put up a lot of questions and you have to quickly answer all of them. So,
sure.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Just a second. All right. Your favorite destination?
I think it's going to be Australia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your favorite color?
Blue.
Nice. Would you prefer tea or coffee?
Neither, to be honest. I don't have tea.
Yeah.
So neither. But if I do have an option of green tea, I would say that.
Okay, cool. Black or white?
White. Peace.
And your favorite movie?
It has to be Shawshank Redemption.
Interesting. Okay, bicycle or car?
Bicycle.
Oh, I remember you loved cycling back then.
Yes.
Are you still doing it? Don't get time.
I did go here once, but yes, I mean, I need to invest in a cycle for that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Canada or America?
Canada, all the way.
Oh, great. Finally, somebody said Canada, because whenever I used to ask this question, I always got different answers. All right. Okay. Since you're a girl, so I'm gonna ask you, guys with beard or without beard?
Why do you want to put me in a tough spot?
Come on. It's an easy question.
I think with beard.
Nice. Your favorite TV show?
My favorite TV show, Squid Games for now. I mean, that's the most.
So
yeah, I mean that's the most recent
favorite.
one. Yeah, probably my new favorite.
Okay, great. Mountains or beaches?
Beaches all the way.
All right. A woman who inspires you?
A woman who inspires me. Itni sari hai. Can I take your name?
Really? Come on.
Yes, I mean, come on, you do. I still don't know how do you juggle with so many things in life, with work and having different projects that you're working on, the blog, how you manage it. So you kind of inspire me, Sarah.
Thank you so much. I'm truly humbled. Thank you. All right. One word for Pakistan.
One word for Pakistan. Okay. I don't know. Bleed green?
Come again?
That's not one.
Bleed green.
Yeah, I think that's what I said.
Yeah. Heavy.
Yeah.
Good stuff. I think I would have said the same answer. All right. So, do you want to come back?
I want to come back at least once in a year because I need to meet my family and friends.
Do you want to come back for good?
I haven't decided that as yet, but for sure I need to get my citizenship, for which I need to stay here for at least 3 years. And then probably I'll decide what to do.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Because you're still very new to the country, right?
Yeah.
All right. Your favorite song?
My favorite song, basically anything by Noori. I'm a big fan of Ali Noor. So, yes, Suno Ke Main Hu Jawan.
Nice, good one. That's a hot favorite of our generation.
Yeah.
All right. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Okay, so I'm someone who's very much determined. I'm very much, I can say now that I feel really independent, and I'm a fun-loving person, yes.
Okay, great. That's a lovely
So
answer.
3 words for you.
Yeah, perfect. Your best friend's name? Ye thoda difficult hai.
Best friend's name. I think my parents are my best friends.
Yeah, lovely. Your favorite place in Pakistan? Karachi,
number 1.
Hands down.
Yes,
All right. Yeah, and your
for
favorite
the love
place-
of beaches.
Oh, you'll find better beaches in so many other places.
I know, but all we have is lake here. I mean, I don't know why people call. People say that it's a beach, but for me, it's not. It's a lake.
Yeah, because it's actually not. They are lakes. And there's a big difference
Yeah,
between the two.
yeah, it isn't.
All right. Your favorite place in the world?
My favorite place in the world, somewhere that I haven't visited, but I would like to. I'd like to go to Australia, as I mentioned, because of the beaches there.
All right.
And the weather, obviously, is much better, at least. Yeah.
I've heard it's a bit hot over there.
Yeah, but I think coming from Pakistan, it's pretty manageable for me.
Great. All right. Your favorite food?
My favorite food, Although I did not like biryani as much as I did. I mean, now I love biryani. But in Pakistan, I didn't like biryani as much as I do now because I don't really get to eat biryani too much here. So yeah, biryani is my favorite these days.
Okay, great. Life in one word.
I think pretty short. So enjoy while it lasts.
Oh, lovely. That's a lovely thought. Your backup career option.
I would have been an artist. Yes.
Define a bit more. Which artist?
I was always good with drawing and colors and painting and whatnot. I knew that. There was always a person in me who wanted to join Indus Valley, but I think for some reason my mother did just pull me back from going there, and this is how I ended up in finance. But if I do get a chance to, pick another career, then I'd definitely be an artist.
Okay, great. And last question is your backup career option.
My backup career option. I think I would like to counsel people on life. In general, with regards to anything.
Great, lovely. Those answers were really amazing. Let's hope the viewers enjoy them. And thank you so much once again, Rafia, for taking out time. I'm sure you have a pretty hectic routine in Canada because it was so difficult to get a date from you and align this interview. So I can completely imagine that how much effort it took you to come and share your story with us. So thank you so much once again. And I truly wish you all the best for your professional experience in Canada and for all the lovely activities that you're planning to do. I hope you have a really good life out there, and then you'll inspire so many people. You're already doing that. I mean, we see you as an inspiration because you've been living there. That's very brave of you. So thank you so much. It was lovely having you on the show.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for the kind words. I'm so glad that I was able to do this for you.
Thank you. Yeah. Great. Thank you so much. Have a good life. Take care.
Right. You
Take
too.
Care.
Bye.
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 Hi guys, if you really like the content and if you feel that it's something very engaging, then do comment, do let me know. If you feel that there is something missing or I should be adding some more segments to my channel, then let me know as well. Just comment below, let me know if you like it, if you don't. Whatever your feedback is, I would love to listen to you guys and would love to make those kind of changes. So let me know. Thank you.